Alright, Ben, this recording is going to show you how to edit the footnote numbers in the HTML document that I have emailed you. So I am starting from actually opening the document in the email, because you're not going to be using Word to do this. You're going to be using something called Notepad. You're also going to need your Word document with flowers from the Garden of Eden Evil open. So I already have that open. So open that and then go to the email that I sent you, and so I've opened the version that I sent you in my email, and there's the document that you need to download. So go ahead and download it. On my browser, it pops it right here. Now, I already downloaded it once, so it just created a second version that is called in version 1, but I'll open the original one. Yours will look like this, flowers.htm. If I click this little down arrow, it's going to say show in folder. So do that, and this will tell you what folder it has saved it to. On mine, it saved it to my downloads folder under Pamela under users, and it has highlighted the file in blue. If you right click the file that's highlighted in blue, you might not have quite as many options, but you want to go to open with, and you want to choose Notepad. And it has now opened the document, and you will see a lot of strange codes. These codes are all throughout the document. It's no longer a Word document. It's a HTML document, which all these codes tell it interesting things like, man, I don't know if I can find any one that's, when I see one, I'll actually, here's one, like this right here. All of this bit tells the Kindle that this is the link for footnote 343. But I'm going to go back up to the top. Unfortunately, I can't magnify this document. The view doesn't let me increase the size of the font or anything, so it's more readable on the video. So you're going to have to squint. What I would like is this document and your document in Word to share the screen. So what I'm going to do is grab this bar right here. Mine is purple, yours is probably blue. Grab this bar right here and slide the document to the middle of the right hand side of my screen. And I'm going to do that again. So I'm just going to grab it, hold my mouse, slide to the middle of the right hand side of the screen. And what Windows does is says, hey, she probably wants to split her screen and make this document half. Now I'm going to get your flowers document. I'm not going to close it with this X. I'm going to hit this little double file icon, which is going to make it not full screen. It was full screen before. And now I can grab this top window and move it around. I'm going to grab it and slide it until it's the middle of the left-hand side of the screen. So both my documents are each taking up half the screen. Right now, flowers is really large, so I'm going to make it so it takes up about the full width of that. All I really need from that flowers Word document is the footnote section. So I'm going to press Control End. That's going to take me down to the footnotes. Because I just need to have a nice little listing of all the footnotes and when I need to start renumbering them. This is not going to be a pleasant task. Okay, Notice how I was in the Flowers Word document, but I want to be in the Flowers Notepad document because I need to do stuff now. So I have to go to the Flowers Notepad document, click it to activate it, and that made the purple appear a little bit darker. But now all these commands will work for me. Before, when I'm in the Word document, these commands won't work for me because the Notepad document's not activated. The Word document's activated. I'm going to click anywhere in the Notepad document to activate it, and now these commands will work for me. So what I need to do is start finding every footnote number, and it's going to be in the document twice. It's in it once in the Notes section, and it's in it once way up in the body of the text, and it has to be changed in both places. So to find it, well, there's something nice about the footnotes in the Flowers document, the Notepad part. I'm going to type in here just so you can see something. I'm going to erase it though, because I don't actually want to save it. Every single footnote in the Flowers document follows this format. They have a bracket around them, so they will all look like that. So to find the first one, if you press Control F, it opens the Find dialog box. The first one I actually don't need to change because it's the first one. The second one is also correctly numbered. I only need to start changing for the first footnote of chapter 2, which is technically the third one of all the footnotes. So I'm going to skip footnotes 1 and 2, and I'm going to go straight to footnote 3. So I'm going to tell it to find footnote 3, which I really need to rename footnote 1 because it's the first one of chapter 2. So I say find next, and it highlights it down here. It's got all this code before it and a lot of code after it. But all you have to change is this 3 inside the brackets to a 1. And then I say find next. It finds my next 3. And I should have talked about the first footnote 3 when I was up there. I'm not going to go back because it's too much of a pain to find it because it's not called 3 anymore. I'm going to highlight this just to. Actually, I'm gonna now just renumber this to 1 because that's the first footnote from chapter 2. I'm gonna scroll down a little bit, and I'm just gonna ignore all this coding, and I'm gonna actually look at the text of the stuff that you wrote and just verify that this does indeed say what it says in your footnote 1 over here. So I know I'm at the right spot. Don't worry about all this weird space, the fact that it's not justified, the fact that it's in a different font, the fact that it's got all these codes here. None of that matters. Okay, so now I'm done with footnote 3. I want footnote 4. A problem, though, that's going to happen, I think I'm going to hit cancel, and I'm going to press, then just put my cursor somewhere in the document. It doesn't really matter where. Control Home takes me to the very beginning of the document, and I'm going to then press Control F to open my Find dialog box again. Now instead of searching for 3 in the brackets, I'm going to search for 4. Find next. It finds the footnote reference within the text of the book. This needs to be footnote 2 for chapter 2. And then I'm going to say find next. It finds it. I'm going to change the 4 to a 5. Notice that I'm leaving the brackets. The brackets don't change. I'm going to just verify that the text matches what you have referenced over here. Then I'm gonna, oh, I don't actually have to close this dialog box, which is nice. It's going to save you a little bit of time. If I just click anywhere in the document, press Control Home, it takes me to the beginning. Now I can search for footnote 5. Change this to a 3 because it's the third footnote. Find it again. Verify that it says, uh-oh, did I screw up? I think there's a mistake. I don't know what I just did. I'm not going to save this document, so I'm going to, for now, ignore it. I'm not feeling very well, so I may have just screwed up that whole search. I don't really know what I did. I'm not going to save my Notepad document. You're going to be starting from the beginning. None of the footnotes will be changed on the document you've got, so just ignore that last one. So Control Home, go back up to the top. I'm going to hunt for footnote 6 because I don't really know what happened with footnote 5. So footnote 6, find it, change the 6, and here's where you've got to be careful. If I were you, I'd probably print out just your EndNote section and write, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 beside each one of them, so you'd know what the new number is supposed to be. But I'm on footnote 6 now, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It really needs to be footnote 4. So I'm going to change this 6, which I've already lost. So I'll just hit Find Next again, and it should find it for me. I'm going to change this 6 to a 4. Find Next to find that 6 again. I'm going to double check the reference, make sure it corresponds to this, and I see it right there. I'm not going to highlight it because it's going to unhighlight the 6, and I'm just going to renumber that to 4, but I do see that it references the correct thing. Control Home, find 7, change 7 to 5, find Next, change 7 to 5, verify. Verify that this agrees with what footnote 5 should say. And I'm only doing this just to make sure that things aren't getting misnumbered. So now Control Home, footnote 8, find Next, change it to 6, find Next, change it to 6, verify that it says what footnote 6 should say. And that's it. You just do that all the way through footnote 345. Save periodically, so it's just a regular just save. File save. Once you finish it, save it and email me this file. And that will be the file that I will convert to the Kindle. I really would not like a whole lot of changes now, because any changes that have to happen at this point on must occur in this HTML file. So if I make them back on the original Word file, all the endnotes are misnumbered. So as far as just converting stuff to Kindle, we must now I'll be working entirely with the flowers.html file, not your Word document. That doesn't mean I can't make the changes also in the Word document, but that's not going to be the file I use to actually create the Kindle document. Okay, that's it. No, I can't figure out how to stop recording, so you're just going to have to deal with it while I figure all that out.